Over 200 Nigerians have been brutally murdered in Benue State. Yet, there has been no state of emergency declared, no official condemnation from the governor or the president. But when it comes to oil in Rivers State, the urgency is swift and loud. How can the lives of Nigerians be so cheap in the eyes of those elected to protect them? My heart goes out to all those who mourn. I grieve for Benue and now for Enugu. A massacre is unfolding in Ea Amufu in Enugu State, where men, women, and innocent children are being slaughtered without provocation, lives stolen, families destroyed, and dreams buried. Why does Nigerian government continue to ignore the cries of its citizens? Our children deserve a future. We demand action. We demand accountability. How can we live in a country where human lives mean nothing to those in power? All they talk about is the next election, while the people bleed. This tragedy has already spread to Enugu. In other southern states, the signs are clear. Today, it's kidnapping. Tomorrow, it could be genocide. We must not sleep through the storm. It's really heartbreaking to hear the Benue State Governor, Reverend Father Isaac Yomealia, claim he doesn't support self-defense. At a point like this, worse still, he declared a public holiday and asked the people to wear colorful attire to welcome the president. While people are being slaughtered and still mourning, that's no leadership. That's insensitivity at its peak. The government continues to sell the false narratives that these are communal clashes. Let it be known, this is not about tribe or communities. This is terrorism and it is calculated. It is more than what we are being told. That is the truth. Tribalism is killing Nigeria. We are divided and distracted, focused on our daily survival rather than our collective existence. The truth is, the government appears compromised. The security agents either look helpless or unwillingly, and that alone is a terrifying signal. One woman lost all five of her children and her mother in the Yawatao massacre, and this young man, Michael Aja, lost 20 of his family members in one day. These are not just numbers, these are lives, stories, and histories erased. Angry youths in Yoyungo has begun to chase out armed Fulani herdsmen with their cows, desperate to protect what's left of their community. Benue was the last stronghold, standing against the Danfodio-inspired jihadist wave. Now it's been overrun. Nobody is watching the forest of Cross River. Seems like Cross River State might be resting ground. Looking at the map, a potential hiding ground with tall trees, wide road, and low economic activities. From there, the entire South could be threatened, yet we remain silent. If the government were serious, by now, security agents should be in the forest, combing the forest. Benue borders, Taraba, northeast, Cross River, south, Cameroon, and two northern states. The danger is not local, it's regional, strategic, and intentional. I'm not even calling on our president anymore because even our president seems to have his own precedent. Because what's all this? The globalists are after the whole of Africa until and unless every African leaders extricate themselves from the globalists, then things like this are bound to happen. Allegedly, the government is compromised. My question is, what about the traditional rulers, the local government chairmen, the community leaders, the youth leaders, the senators, and even religious leaders? Where are the voices closest to the pain? We need to start calling out all these people in key positions. We need to start calling them out. They also matter. We need their voices. Not that any small thing we're already channeling to the president. No, they should be the one channeling to the president themselves. When we give them the heat, they will take it to the president. And that alone, because we cannot easily access the president, but they could easily get to the president. So we have to start channeling our grievances to the right quarters, starting from now. We cannot afford to be passive any longer if we do not act now. If we don't, there might be no future to save. That's the truth.